What is up, Rocket Nation? Hello, YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let's play some Assassin's Creed Shadows. In the last episode, we did the last two of the Kujikiri that basically gave us a whole backstory for Nawe. Now we know who she is, where she came from, and how she got to where she is today. And now we've been unleashed into this big, giant, open world with so much stuff to do. And today I have a good idea of what I want to get done. But before we get to that, I want to thank you guys so much for all your love and support through the first few episodes. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. If you guys do like this episode, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below, because I can't believe how much of a difference that makes. It's actually huge, guys. So just say a quick hello to me. Let me know how far you are into the game and who is your favorite character, Yasuke or Nawe. And then, as always, hit the little bell notification icon if you guys never want to miss another episode ever again. All right, so with all of this stuff that there is out there to do, I think today we're kind of going to get our feet wet with some of the stealth combat. So I do want to get to this side quest at some point today called Thrown to the Dogs. But before we do that, I think we're going to head over here to this viewpoint. So I'm actually going to mark this one right now. We'll put a little marker on there. There's not only a viewpoint, but there's also, I believe, a temple there. And at this temple, it's going to give us an opportunity to earn another one of our knowledge points. And of course, we only need 3 more knowledge points in order to unlock the next row of skills. So I feel like that's very huge. The earliest that you can get those, or the earlier you can get that second row of skills, the better. So I'm going to go ahead and head over there. I will meet you guys there in 1 minute. Of course, if you guys want to follow along in your playthrough, I'm just activating the Pathfinder and I'm going to call the horse up. So if you do the same, we should get about the exact same route. And I will meet you guys over there in just a second. All right, welcome back, Rocket Nation. And right here, we're already here. It was literally like just right down the trail from us. So this is going to be very similar to the first activity we did in the game at the temple where we met Jinjiro. And this is Tennoji Temple. You can see that there are 3 lost pages to be found. Super simple, find them. This one's going to be a little bit different, though, because there is an occupying force here that is actually inhabiting the temple. This has essentially been taken over by rebels. So this one's going to be a little bit more different. We're going to have to sort of sneak around. Open combat, probably not going to work out well with you as Nawe here. But our very first lost page is actually going to be right here, dead in front of us. I'm going to grab that. And then if we go into our eagle vision, we'll actually, if you hold down the left trigger, there's our second one right directly in front of us. And the third one is right here, just to our left. So let's mark as many of the enemies that are here. You can see that there's lots of stuff to loot here as well, and even in Elite. So that's going to be our main concern throughout this entire place, is going to be that. But before we do anything else, I think we're going to sort of make our way down the rooftop here. And we'll see if we can't get this second one, because it is literally right in front of us. See if there's any more enemies in the vicinity. We do got one right there. Let's go ahead and hop over. And there it is. 2 of 3 lost pages right away. That didn't take but a couple of seconds there. Is this guy going to be moving? I think he is moving. This guy actually has 2 health bars. So the way to figure out whether or not you can assassinate somebody is by default, you can kill anybody with 2 health segments. After that, you got to get buffs either by skills or by perks on your clothing that allows you to get more than that. I think this dude moved down below us. So if an enemy has only 1 health bar, we can easily assassinate him like so. But the guy ahead of us is not the same situation. So we're going to try and lure this guy away from here. Can we throw a kunai at him? Will he see that? He did not see that. Can we make our way over there? I'm going to lay down. Remember, in this kind of grass here, you can no longer just duck down. You actually have to lay all the way down. Let's see if we can make our way over here and get our kunai back. Couple of bundles of crops as well. That'll come in handy. We should be able to sneak right up on this guy. Let's just in case, mark everybody that is around. So you see there is quite a few enemies in this area. We should have him right now though. Dealt with. Some more bundles of crops inside. And this guy is actually seeing us inside. That is all right. Just going to run back out. We do have this guy over here. Let's go take care of him right now. He's sleeping. He's out cold. Pay attention. And right out front is another codex entry as well. Whoa, what's he running from? What if he was getting chased by a bear? How awesome would that be? A panda. That would be even better. That's China. Sorry. Right there's a codex entry for Tennoji Temple, if you guys want to read it. Or if you guys want all of those, there is where that one is located. We get a couple of valuables here. Let's actually come back out this way. Wasn't there an item right here? I think there was a box or something right here, right? Yeah, right here. There's a box. Loot that. I think that's all the items that is close to us on this side. Maybe we go this way next. Let's actually go back up on the rooftops. Like that's the quickest way to get back down here. So running on the rooftops, because of course it's tile, when playing on the epic difficulty, sneaking difficulty or stealth difficulty, they will be able to hear you sort of running along the top. Also, another thing they can do is see you when you're up on top of places like this as well. So, do we have a guy coming this way? Is that... Oh, right there. He's coming this way. Let's wait for this guy to actually approach us. Yeah, he's actually going to make it all the way over here. So if we were to have our head, you know, sort of make it over the top of this, he would actually be able to see us. Is he going to come any further? It does not look like it. So we'll wait for him to turn around. I got an idea here. So rather than jump down and alert everybody, I'm thinking, can we throw a kunai at this guy and will he pay attention to that? Give us an opportunity to assassinate him. He did. Got him. Well played. Let's grab this. There's a guy right out in front of the temple as well. And we know we got that elite creeping around here too. That's just rations. Let's make our way into these bushes. Will this guy come over here and investigate? If he does, I think that might be a great opportunity to take him out. I just hope that elite is not making his way outside of the place over there. It seems like he's... Yeah, I think he's inside. Yeah, he's inside.
They're dead.
Well, that was close. So RB came up and then it went away. Thank God he wasn't alerted by us swinging. Normally on the elite difficulty for stealth, that would have been heard. So thank God it wasn't. Let's come out over here. Get a whistle. See if we can't get this guy. Hurry up, buddy. Before your elite friend comes out. Your elitist friends. Oh, no. Wow, that was really, really close. We're actually going to bail right now. Maybe up in here might be the way to go. So he's going inside. Thank God. So he's an elite. When dealing with elites, here's the big deal. All right. They usually have 3 health segments. So if you can't get rid of all 3 health segments, you're going to have to sort of whittle them down somehow. And also, their combos tend to be a little bit longer. And what makes this even harder is that he's actually using a Naginata as well. And Naginatas have a very strange timing with their attacks. So they're quite hard to actually block. Harder than you would think. So we're going to let that guy go that way. Wasn't our... Oh, we got a guy right here. Yeah, here's our last page right there. Can we jump off this and get it in execution on this guy? I'm doubting that we can. The elite is inside, so let's go ahead and drop down here. I think we should be able to get this guy before the elite comes outside. And then this is going to be inside. And we got all 3 of those are now done. That's all 3 of our lost pages really quickly. That worked out well. We'll grab this as well while we're here. Is there anything else in the immediate vicinity for looting? There is, but everything's inside of that place. So as he's gone out, this might be our opportunity to sneak in. Grab this. Oh, here he comes. Oh, I just had a great idea. I just had an amazing idea. There is an explosive barrel in here. We might be able to use this to our advantage. Oh, I thought about it, but I don't think it would have hit him. And I don't want to alert him just yet. Let's do it this way. When he comes out, we're actually going to throw a kunai at his head. That should remove one of his health segments, and then we'll see if we can't get an assassination on him after. So, right there, he's going to know where it was thrown from, but he won't know where you are at. So, we can use that as an opportunity to kind of hide again.
There is no escape.
We'll let him calm down a little bit. We'll move back in closer to him. There we go. And the elite has been eliminated. 255 XP for that elite as well. And we did get a new headband and a valuable. And in here, there is another, what is this? This is another loot box for us. We got our kunai back, which is great. Let's do this right here. We're going to take out one of these guys, get a quick assassination in. His buddy's definitely going to be mad about it. Let's just run away from him. We will climb right back up on top of the roof. He's out in front. We might be able to get up here, and he might not even know that we're up here. So let's just... Is he even going to move? He might go right back to where he was.
Show yourself.
I don't want to. Go out in the open. There it is. Nice. That was easy. Not too bad at all. All right, we got a few more enemies over there, but before we go and take care of these enemies, I do want to explain what these are. So these are resource bundles. They are different than the resources that we have been picking up here over the course of the playthrough so far. These essentially, you are going to use your scouts to actually come and get these. So what you do is you mark these, and then as a season ends, the scouts will come out and they will actually pick these up for you and they'll deliver them back to your hideout for you. So it's a big bundle of resources rather than 10, 5, 10, 20 at a time. You'll get a big bundle of them. So how do you know how many scouts you have left? If you actually go to the map in the lower left-hand corner there, you can see scouts. We have 3 remaining. And of course, these take 2 scouts in order to be able to mark these. So it's going to take 2 scouts to come out and gather all these resources. So the very first thing I suggest everybody does, the first thing to upgrade when you're doing your hideout is you're actually going to come to the objectives section here. And you can see that there is a horse stables. The stables say the next rank of it. So when we level it up, it says how much it costs. It says up above that little card how many resources we have. That's on the top of it. On the bottom, the cost. Our next rank is actually going to say, it says stockpiles can be tagged at the cost of 1 scout, providing resources at the end of the season. So we right now can only basically tag 2 or 1 of these 2 resource bundles. If we have that skill, we could have gotten both of them and then still had 1 more. This is probably the most lucrative thing that you can do right off the bat in the very beginning of the game. So we know that we need 50 wood. Right now we have 45 wood. And we also need 20 minerals. Right now we have 5 minerals. So what we're going to do, because we need more minerals than we do wood, let's tag this one. That's going to use up 2 of our scouts. You'll see that we have 1 scout remaining now. That should come up, I believe, on the left-hand side of the screen. If not, you can always go into your map and see that we have 1 scout remaining now. And then we might have, there are other ways to get your scouts back. I do want to make that abundantly clear. That is done in one of 2 ways. One way is going to be when a season changes, it will refund all of your scouts and they will return with all the resources that you've tagged. The other way is to go to a kakurega, which is what we built back in the hideout. The kakurega will allow you to go in there. There's a spot for you within there to buy your scouts back for 200 mon apiece. So 200 gold, 200 mon, 200 monies. So that is the 2 ways to get them back. There is one more way, and hopefully we'll be able to find an open world thing to happen so I can actually show you this. But essentially there's open world activities with people who need help, and they can reward you with basically re-upping your scouts for you. And that'll be happening at one at a time. Hopefully we'll encounter one of those today and I can actually show you how that works. So we have a few enemies still left over here. It looks like we have, what, 5 left over here. I think what we're going to do first is let's go ahead and hop up here. Can we reach this? Yes, we can. Let's make our way to the top over here. We'll get our viewpoint, and then I think we're going to use our viewpoint as a way to get down and actually get a good view on these enemies on the other side and also take them out too. A very good skill to get early in the game and have throughout your playthrough is actually going to be in the Shinobi skill tree, and it allows you to climb your grappling hook faster. So very, very useful if you find it annoying to go up and down the grappling hook. But there we go, a beautiful view of the surrounding area. You can actually see all the way down to the coast. This gives you a good idea of just how dense the areas are within this game as well. So you look off in the distance, a lot of times you just see mountains with trees and you don't think, there's hardly anything around. If you look out once you're up here, you can see there's actually quite a bit off in the distance. Plenty of things to go and visit. All right, so let's go ahead, hop down. And I think we're going to go down on this side right here. You can see that there is this and also a leap of faith right down below us. Let's go ahead and do this leap of faith. Hopefully nobody sees us or hears us. He didn't notice a thing, idiot. Oh, we do have a guy that's moving back and forth. He's moving back and forth as well. He does have 2 health bars, so we cannot throw a kunai at him and take him out in one hit. So we are going to have to assassinate him. He is the same way as well, and these 2 guys are going to be 1 health bar. So let's go ahead and get him right now. I think we're going to hop out this way. Make sure after you get out of the hay bales that you definitely make sure you duck down. Sometimes you'll get out and you will be sneaking. Sometimes you get out of them and you're not sneaking. You just make sure you're in sneaking. Don't just sprint at somebody. I've been caught many times by that. Got a new piece of robes here. Also, some loot from this guy. Is going to come right up to the side of this. We might be able to get him right here. Wait for it. Got him. Bam. Very nice. All right, with him out of the way, let's come over here, grab this other box. Oh, we got a brand new katana. Serene Katana of the Brute. You can refill our rations there if you need them. Let's get in this bush here. Another assassination. There might be another enemy out the front of this building as well, and there is. Let's go take care of him right now. And once he's out of the way, we basically have this pretty much done. So this went really smooth. Remember, if you ever do get in any trouble, don't be afraid to run away from a fight. You know, break the line of sight and sort of reset the whole thing. And then you can come back in and fight under your own, basically under your own terms. All right, I think that's it. That's everything. That's 100% with the exception of course, we can't take the resources from over there. So that is 100% of this temple now completed. Right there. That is Tennoji Temple. Next thing that we're actually going to be going for is the side quest here. So let's go do Throne to the Dogs. I'm just going to take the ride over there. I won't bring you guys with me. And I will meet you guys there in just a second. I'll see you in one moment. All right, welcome back, Rocket Nation. I don't even know why I sent you guys away. We are literally 27 steps away from where I left you. But here is our next quest right here, our first real side quest. This quest is going to be called Throne to the Dogs. It says an abandoned dog sitting vigil at his owner's grave silently begs for help. Pet the dog. We gonna pet that dog. Can I pet that dog? So let's go ahead and run up here and pet this dog. Oh, there's a cat here as well. Can we pet that cat? We can indeed pet that cat. So a tabby bobtail.
I'm bringing you home.
So, of course, like I had said before, anytime you pet any of the open world animals, they do become available as placeable. What? Flying deer? Rudolph, come back. There's always next Christmas. Any of the animals that you pet in the open world become placeable objects. So if you're into like showering with cats, you can put like 1 billion cats if you want inside of your hideout. Also, can we mention how beautiful the ground is here with all of these pink petals falling all over the place? I love it.
Is that a dog? It sounds hurt. There's the dog. Looks like it has been in a fight.
All right, so I'm kind of going to shut up along the way and just sort of let this quest play out. I will bring you guys back. Of course, I'll talk to you guys here once the quest is over. But there is a few things that I'm going to do along the way to maybe help show off some of the different decisions that you can do in this quest as well. But for the most part, I'm just going to let this play out. And we'll talk to you guys after the quest is done.
Shh. I won't hurt you. Are you alone? Ichiro, you belonged to him. There's blood in your fur. Were you in a fight? Show me who hurt you. I'll follow. Auntie Matsu always told me to look out for strange dogs. Soft fur, but sharp teeth. I wonder how long you waited at Ichiro's grave. What an unusual relationship you must have had with him. Where are you taking me? Not into a trap, I hope. I'll have to trust you.
Where is that stupid dog? Look harder. Takako wants that key. There's the matter. Get him! I will avenge them! Give me one!
Your purpose has somehow become mine. I do not usually follow dogs. There is something about you, though. You know something about Ichiro's death, don't you? Lead on. We will uncover the truth.
Hey, Shiro's mutt! Here's a beast! Ugh, so the mongrels left my brother-in-law's side. He's been lying there whimpering for days. Ichiro's that idiot! He inherited a big, beautiful estate while me and my husband live on this farm like animals.
What exactly happened to Ichiro?
Ugh, the food choked on some fish. Didn't check for bones first. And now he's bones. Probably why the mutt stayed. Dogs love bones. And now the estate is ours.
The dog doesn't like you.
The feeling is mutual. Before Ichiro died, he hid the inheritance and gave the key to this creature.
You took it back?
Not before that mutt attacked my guards. Almost bit my arm off. Some of that blood on his fur is mine.
The dog was more loyal to your brother-in-law than you were. You don't deserve the key.
Who are you to decide that?
I will send you to your ancestor.
Mind your own business!
You killed Ichiro, your own family.
Who cares? Ichiro's dead. Then you. Then that stupid dog. Why do you fight for this bag of fleas?
Good riddance. Aimut? That key must be nearby. I'm trusting your nose to find the key. The dog doesn't like you.
The feeling is mutual. Before Ichiro died, he hid the inheritance and gave the key to this creature.
You took it back?
Not before that mutt attacked my guards. Almost bit my arm off. Some of that blood on his fur is mine.
Give the key back and I'll go. And take the dog with me.
Ichiro's box is nowhere to be found. The key is useless.
Good
If you
riddance.
find the key, take it.
Aimut?
Leave me out.
That key must be nearby. I'm trusting your nose to find the key.
And that is it. That is essentially the difference between the two different dialogue choices that you get. Either you're going to fight them or they just run away. So there are 3 spots that they give you where there could be possible location of the keys. It's worth going to the other 2 because you do get some valuables from it. So right here, we're going to get a straw hat.
No key here.
And then back behind the shed here, we're going to get some sandals as well.
I don't think this is the place.
And then if you approach the 3rd spot, it's going to appear like it is actually inside of the house, but it actually is not. And if you've seen the dog right here, it ran around the back. It actually points you underneath the house. So if you go prone, you can go underneath here,
Here
pick
it
up the
is.
key.
The key. Where'd he go? Maybe he went back to his owner's side.
And then we can either follow the dog back or you can just make your way back and gallop on past them. Either way, the same outcome. There'll be a prompt there that essentially moves the story along. But before we do that, I did see something on the way over here that I kind of want to stop and do because it sort of ties back into resources and the scouts for us as well. So obviously right here, we can see that there's a little open world activity. You can see there's somebody here that is in need of some help. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to help her.
That was too close.
So actually get out our Tonto for this, I do believe. Try and break this guy's armor real fast. Oh, we get it back to back. Vulnerable. Oh, another vulnerable. Feels good, man. And another one. This poor guy is getting abused. That last second dodge. Yeah, you feel that? One more. Can we get a... Oh, he dodged it. Well done. Will this one finish him off? There it is. He's dealt with. Get him out of here. He does have some loot on him too, which is nice. It's just some valuables and 1 mon, a single mon. And you'll see that the person that needed help does have a dialogue box over her head right now. I'll let you hear the dialogue and then I'll go over the ending.
Don't be afraid. You're safe now.
Thank you. Please, let me repay you.
So the reward is going to be one of 2 things. One is going to be a world rumor, which essentially shows you the location on your map. It'll just put a dot on your map for a castle, for a side quest, something along them lines. The other one is the one you're going to want to choose pretty much 100% of the time, and it is scout intel. So this essentially, any scouts that you do not have right now, this will give you back 1 scout for free. So always, 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 if scout intel is an option, take it. If not, if it isn't an option and you're full on scouts, it'll automatically do a world rumor.
Report anything of value that you find.
And you'll see that basically one of our scouts is actually given back to us. Now, because, oh, there's something popping in and out of existence over here. Is that the temple we were just at? Not weird at all. We're not going to talk about it. Now, because of where we stand, you'll look in the upper right-hand corner. You can actually see that we are already reached the southern, the south. The bar, the white bar is already on the southern, is that a word? It's pointing to the south is what I'm trying to say. Because it's already pointing to the south, if we complete this quest, it's actually going to pass a season by. But if you remember, we did leave behind one bundle of resources at the temple. So I think what we're going to do is run over to the temple really fast as it pops into existence. And I think we should come over here and grab the bundle really quickly before. And this sort of gives a prime example on why you want to help those people out and how you want to make use of those scouts. So now we can come back. What we could only get one of right now, we can actually get two. So we got both of the big bundles of resources, and this is actually going to be huge for us. So that is now tagged. We have no more scouts remaining. You can always see that by hitting the back button or select or whatever it is. And see, look on the bottom left-hand corner. You can see all of our scouts are now gone. So now we can go back and we can complete this quest with the dog. And once this is completed, it should automatically cause a season change, the mid-season change. Remember, the north on the compass is always a full season change. South is a mid-season change. So let's go up and see the dog here real quick. See what we get as a reward, and then see if the season actually changes.
You were protecting this the whole time. If you are reading this, you have earned the trust of my one and only friend. Takako has succeeded in her plan. I knew it would not be long before she put a knife in my back. Tell Tsukimaru I am sorry, and scratch his head for me, behind the ears. Tsukimaru, eh? Ichiro says he's sorry. And when you're ready to say goodbye to him, you would make a great guard dog. With me, at your new home. Good boy.
There it is, and now our first season change is taking place. So this is a mid-season change, and essentially it's going to give us all of our scouts back, and any marked resources will now be delivered to the hideout, and now we can use them for upgrades and whatnot, and then it will give all of our scouts back, and we can essentially send them out to get more at the end of this season. And there it is. Season change, we got Ichiro's letter, we got 60 minerals right there, and a level up. Let's go. Amazing. 180 wood. Those are the rewards from the season change. Also another mastery point. How awesome is that? Thank you very much, game. And there's the hideout resources that have been acquired. So much stuff coming in at us right now. And because we have went up to level 6, this area has also gone up to level 6. There is level scaling in the game. That is not an option that you choose. It is just there. So anytime that you level up, any areas that were on level or below level from you will be raised up to your level. So there it is, Azumi set, so you can see on the right hand side up to level 6. So we did get a mastery point. So now we have one extra point available. I think the best thing for us to do is actually going to come in here and put that point into melee expert. Increase damage with melee weapons by 2%. All of the other ones cost too many points. They either cost 2 points or whatnot. I feel like the best one to do early is actually going to be this one. Next rank of this will actually bring us up to 5% increased melee weapon damage. So, and remember, at any time, if you don't like the perks that I'm picking, feel free to pick your own. Also, if you do pick mine, decide that they're not for you or you want to try something else, it is as easy as going into the tree, pressing X to reset mastery, and then hit A, and it will essentially reset all of your masteries for you. And that is it. All right, another side quest down. We got our first taste of some stealth combat. Thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another episode of Assassin's Creed Shadows. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much for sticking around, hanging out with me today. As always, if you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell notification if you guys want any notifications for whenever we do have another episode that goes live. Also, please go down below in the comments, say hello to me. Let me know who you are. That way I can get to recognize you guys down there in the comments. I respond to every comment that I ever have gotten across all of my YouTube channels. So I'd love to meet you guys down there, and it helps out in the algorithm so incredibly much. So everybody, thank you all so much. And as always, remember, life is short, pause, save, and I will see you guys in the next episode.